OK, well, we're going to move on to Saturday's Times now, and somehow students getting even worse. Can it be possible, Dan?
Yeah, cheating at universities has doubled since the start of online exams. Who would have thought it? Trying to trust students to do the right thing, and they don't. Tom graduated from a top university last year, 1 mark off a first in Spanish. The only problem is he didn't even learn a word of the language. Every exam Tom took online, he cheated in. He said, "I would not have passed my degree if I did not cheat." He didn't feel bad because everyone was doing it. Basically, Spanish exam, don't know no Spanish at all, just used a translator, cheated on the exam. And this is all pushed on from the pandemic. Throughout the pandemic and after the pandemic, the universities didn't really lift the online courses. They stayed on. They're doing the exams on there. And look, if you're going to ask people whether they want to spend their time learning something or having fun and then just cheating, they're going to pick the having fun. I did.
But what's the point, Dan? I mean, like, this guy, you know, he's cheated on a Spanish exam. He doesn't know a word of Spanish now. What's he going to do when he's in Spain? Is he going to just wave his certificate and say that should do?
They don't normally go and get qualifications that they actually need or use later on, do they?
Well, I'd say, Nick, that there is actually a more existential problem around education with this, because if the students want to cheat, that suggests the system isn't working. You should want to be educated for its own sake. You know, the pupils should want to do well.
Yes, you should, but it depends what reason you're getting it for. But also, once everyone else starts cheating, there's a certain sort of grade inflation that goes where you have to compete with them. Now, there is I mean, you'd think that you know, in-person things would solve it, but even the Zoom exam, he was sat in a dark room, artificially increased the saturation of the image of his camera, and they couldn't tell that he was reading off a wall. They couldn't see the movement of his eyes, which shows a certain level of ingenuity. He should perhaps be sort of problem-solving rather than learning Spanish.
So give him an A for problem-solving and a U for everything else.
Reading the article, it doesn't sound like, in my someone making a satirical, cynical opinion might say, are the universities that incentivised to actually crack down on this? Because, in a way, the students are paying them anyway. They're getting their fake grade. Are they really incentivised to crack down on it? And, you know, because they're customers now, students, as we know.
Well, I think it's... Yeah, but if you are a customer, this is my point. Why would you want to cheat? Why would you want to leave university without the thing you paid for, which is an education? Doesn't make any sense to me.
Well...
But maybe I've just got a better moral compass than all of these people.
It does seem that way.
I think I am just a better person.